Hey, I'm going to share a snippet from a recent market update for subscribers of my newsletter, Crypto is Easy, talking about the Elliott waves and what that means for crypto's performance in 2025. And the Elliott waves are just a way to analyze the market. And it may surprise you what I discover. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with people you know. You can get the full update from the link in the description below. The other thing that may give you a little bit of a reason to pause is this longer term. Like this is multi-year, this is a monthly chart. So we're talking about things that play out over years, not even like months and years, but years. And when you look at a very common approach to diagramming market moves, it's the Elliott waves theory. There's an up to a certain point, not that big, but big enough to be noticeable on a chart, and then a pullback, another push up that is significant, very significant, bigger, longer than the first one, and then another pullback, and one last burst, which could be significant before the market rolls over and start heading back down. And this is a monthly chart, but you can clearly see this pattern play out. The problem with Elliott waves is, first of all, they're arbitrary. You can kind of draw them wherever. But this is, to me, very clear. It's a very clear thing. And if you take it off the trading candles and just look at the line chart, which is not strictly speaking how you're supposed to plot these Elliott waves, but it's a real, it's a very nice, it's basically textbook. It's a monthly chart, it's a long-term pattern, and you never know where that wave 5 ends. And so we're smack dab in the middle of the month. It could be 2-3 months before we really see it deviate from this little line here. So, it could be March before we can even say whether or not December's high here completed this wave 5. It's just as possible we get another push. There's a little temporary thing. It comes back here and boom, up, and there it is. Like that's the end of 5 with this last push higher, or maybe even higher than that. You can't really make any conclusions until you see this pullback that comes afterwards, after that 5. So once we see that, then we can start to talk about cycle over, or even if we see a pullback of any size, any significant size, at that point, we can talk about the larger cyclical correction. But even so, wherever this wave 5 ends, there's a down drop, but then there's a relief rally of some kind. So you still get a second chance.